So, gram atomic mass is mass in grams equal to atomic mass. A gram molecular mass is equal to the mass in grams equal to molecular mass, and gram molar volume is the mass in 22.4 liter of all the gases under conditions of temperature and pressure, and the mole is having a quantity which is equal to 6.023 in 10 raised power 23 and is called as Avogadro number also. So, the another interesting thing is that on 16 November 2018 in General Conference of Weights, it was taken that mole, it was verified exactly that it is having very precisely, it is having 6.022140076 in 10 raised power 23 exact quantity, and generally we express shortly it in the terms of 6.02 into 10 raised power 23. Lorenzo Romano Amedeo Carlo Avogadro was the person. On his name the Avogadro number is given. Avogadro was an Italian scientist who was able to calculate the quantity in number of moles which is fixed, that is 6.02 in 10 raised power 23. After his death, in the honor of this great scientist, Avogadro number was given to this quantity which is expressed 6.02 in 10 raised power 23. So, Lorenzo Romano Amedeo Carlo Avogadro, a long name of a great scientist who is Avogadro, and Avogadro number is in his honor. Now we can have some practice of the questions, and say for example, if we are taking the very first question, how many molecules are present in 100 gram of calcium carbonate, where atomic mass of calcium is 40, carbon 12 and oxygen's atomic mass is 16. So, I am giving in a hint. First you calculate the molecular mass in all, that is CaCO3, which you can take 40 plus 12 plus 16 into 3, and by taking it we have to take in 100 grams. So, this is a gram molecular mass which will come by the calculation and will be equal to 1 mole. So, if that is there, how many moles will be there in 100 gram, we can calculate it. So, you can have a practice of it. You should do it at your own, and we can explain you, we can give you the hint. Similarly, the another is a very simple another question. How many moles will be present in 50 grams of calcium carbonate? The moles is equal to mass in grams upon molecular mass, and I am giving a hint that the CaCO3, the molecular mass of CaCO3 is in all 100 grams, and 100 molecular mass is there, and it means if we are taking 100 grams of calcium carbonate, then 100 grams divided by 100 AMU, that is the molecular mass. So, 100 upon 100 is equal to 1 mole, that is 100 gram of calcium carbonate will contain 1 mole. If 50 grams of calcium carbonate is there, the answer will be, it will be divided, and thus the answer will come half mole or 0.5 mole. Another is a simple example. Calculate the number of atoms in 107 grams of silver. We know that the atomic mass of silver is 107. So, weight in grams divided by atomic mass. The atomic mass of silver is 107. So, 107 divided by 107 is equal to 1 mole. So, 107 gram of silver contain 1 mole, that is 6.02 in 10 raised power 23. Now, we can take another example. Calculate the number of moles of oxygen gas at STP for 64 grams. Now, the hint is number of moles is equal to mass in grams or molecular mass. So grams upon molecular mass, oxygen is having 32 molecular mass and we are taking 62 grams. So 62 grams, in this case the 1 mole, that is the 32 grams contribute 1 mole, the 62 grams will contribute 2 moles. So in this case we have calculated that 64 grams will contribute 2 moles. Another example in this category of the similar connected numerical is calculate the number of molecules in 64 grams of oxygen gas at STP. We know that 1 mole of the molecule contains 6.02 in 10 raised power 23. So in 64 grams there are 2 moles. So the number of molecules of oxygen will be there 2 into 6.02 in 10 raised power 23 and this will be the answer. So what is the significance of mole? The significance of mole, it is a very basic unit which decides about the each and every aspect of the gravimetric and volumetric exercises. In what way, how can we get a product, how much quantity of the reactant should be there, and in what way the reaction will takes place, and how can we achieve the task. So the points are, the mole is the fundamental basis of all the chemical reactions. It means that when we are balancing a reaction and writing a balanced reaction, it gives us the information about the number of moles. If we know the number of moles, we can calculate the number of molecules or the number of atoms. The second part is, the mole decides about the quantity of reactants required for a predicted amount of quantity of the product. Suppose we are writing a reaction, and in the writing the reaction, the stoichiometry tell us that whatever the left hand side expression is there, it gives about the number of moles. So in a balanced reaction, what is the proportion of the number of moles? In the same way, the number of moles of the reactant and product will be there. Suppose we are taking a reaction, suppose N2 plus 3H2 is equal to 2NH3, that is 2 moles of nitrogen and 3 moles of hydrogen are giving 2 moles of ammonia. So it is deciding, suppose we wish to get 4 moles of ammonia, that how much quantity of nitrogen and hydrogen will be required. So there will be 4 moles of N2 and 6 moles of H2. So N2 plus 3H2 is equal to 2NH3. So in this case, by balancing the reaction, N2 plus 3H2 is equal to 2NH3. So if we are taking 4NH3, then the demand will be there 2 N2 molecule and 4 H2 molecule. Just we are taking the double quantity of the reactant, then the double quantity in this proportion, as per the number of moles, we will be able to get 4 moles of ammonia. So N2 will be there only 2 and H2 will be there in this case 6, because we have to get 4 moles of ammonia. All the industrial calculations regarding the quantity of reactant and products are based on mole concept. So when we are taking the bulk quantity of the products, we used to calculate how much quantity of the reactant is required. And another thing is, the mole by mole number of atoms of an element are calculated, and similarly the number of molecules also calculated in a compound. So this is the basics of the significance of moles. Thank you very much. If there is any problem, you can raise the question telephonically or by email. Thank you.